out of my pocket like the worst fucking magician that's ever been born.
This man asked for 6 small Slim Jims, and I get a grocery order to go to Turkey Hill to pick up snacks for everybody.
For a fuck ton of snacks.
He's like, yo, let me get 6 of them Sean had, and I get there and they don't sell the little ones, but they had this big monster Slim Jim. I'm like, yeah, that'll totally work. That's the equivalent of 6 little guys. No. Sure.
I see your side of it 1,000%. That being said, I am completely on TY's side because those ones don't have the snap that the Slim Jim has.
Especially because you got all of us thinner ones in comparison.
That felt like a blatant jab.
When he put it on the table.
They didn't sell the little ones. There's nothing else I could have done.
Well, a wise man once said...
There's one other thing you could have done.
Them thick Johns
don't
fly.
Not getting. I could have just not got the Slim Jims.
You could have got him the thinner ones that we got. So he felt less excluded.
Intimidated?
He wanted the mild one. They only
had
it in the monster one.
That's why I got all those little ones.
And was like popping them in his mouth off camera. Like
he held that shit down for so long. He was like, nah,
I'm not showing this shit.
We love you, T.Y.
Oh man, that shit was
100%, bro.
2, 1.
I'm not gonna.
Welcome to the Super Smash Bonanza, where we talk shit and go bananas. Sizzle making it hot with the edits all on the camera. You know flying got no standards. I be wildin', I don't give a fuck. I might tell you a joke, but I won't lie. Play it this real as fuck. I be all up in my bag. Duvy to the left, making niggas laugh. Check your fingers on Jamaican patty, you know a nigga need half. It's no breaks with this work shit. I swear it's all gas. I could be the president like Crash. We super smashing, you know that. Pour a shot, take a drink. Talk my shit, I'ma do that. Macaroni and cheese, please don't dab, I can't do that. Camel tongue with popcorn like Jared, why you do that? Probably super smashing, you knew that. He's super smashing, you knew that.
We on a voyage, you know it's fantastic. Sean in the back, rocking the Zorro mask. You best hide your bitch, he might eat that girl's ass. Whoa, pause, but ready for action. He get them cheeks, it's not even worth asking. Beast with a fake ID, that penny passing. Wouldn't believe he's younger than 50. He saw real big fish when they were still in diapers and shitting. Goddamn, who's sliding in? Yes, Kramer. His strings put your body to shame, and he's a bit of a game. That's why females call him player. Shot after shot, leave you brainless. Yeah, he never saying no fake shit. Man smoother than secret Asians. He'll add this track to your playlist. Can't forget the OGs. Crash TY and Duvy. Started from a fool's dream. Now them haters groupies. Would they share for views? Please suck my dick, bitch, sue me. You were never bout it, so just watch us fill the whole scene.
We super smashing, you knew that. We super smashing, you knew that. We super smashing, we super smashing, we super smashing, you knew that. We super smashing, you knew that. We super smashing, you knew that. I'm so lit, I'm so drunk, I'm super smashed, you knew that.
Welcome everybody to Super Smash Productions. You have Crash.
You have Mac.
You got Sizzle.
Kramer.
It's a little weird.
Got your nose.
Yeah. What's going on here, guys?
Whites rise up.
Yeah. One of these things is not like the other.
Shit.
It had to be said.
No, it's not. I wasn't going there.
So this is the first
Kick
episode.
Duvy to the back of the bus, and Sean's riding
Oh,
the front.
During his month, this is the first episode that we don't have a person of color on an episode. Yep. It feels a little weird.
I mean, I can say some suspect shit.
Happy Black History Month, guys.
By default, this is the least diverse episode of Super Smash Productions.
It's a very pasty episode.
I forget who made it Black History Month, though. Oh, white man.
It is the shortest of the months too. So like, what happened there?
Every 4 years you get one extra day. So roll that in the fall.
I'll be right back.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
Man has a call from the president of white people. Like, are they talking about February again?
How is Carrot Top doing? He's our president.
Did they put the cheese platter out?
I love Amy Schumer.
I couldn't think of anybody whiter than Carrot Top.
Sarah Silverman's my hero.
Oh man,
Sarah Silverman is stacked.
Stacked as
I
in-
would know.
Chesticles.
Oh yeah.
No.
Sarah
wife-
Silverman?
No, she's not.
My wife hates
Are we
her.
talking about the same person?
Yes. And
From
dude, she's like a C cup at best.
Sarah Silverman.
Colin.
I mean, yeah. Google Sarah Silverman boobies.
She's definitely not. She's got some tickle bitties.
I wouldn't know about that.
She's been topless in a bunch of stuff.
Like what?
Nothing I know the name of. I didn't watch the
Oh,
movie.
well.
I DVD as
All right.
pauses or I Google
I've
the image.
never seen
Your
her
argument's
topless
invalid.
though. That's
Same. Neither have I.
You'll have to link me some shit. My headphones are.
I'll send something. Yeah,
Can we just get
definitely.
like a celebrity? Like,
Can we bring
link
up a
list
topless picture of Sarah Silverman? Are we allowed to do that?
We could, yeah.
All right.
I'll have to blur it, so you're just giving me extra work. But
Well, that's
fine.
no.
It's
Don't
worth the search. It's
No.
worth the search.
put in a guy's hand.
Colin,
erasing
what are
something
you
and don't
doing?
do
It's
that.
for the podcast. I have to do it.
Nah. Megan will probably be like, "Oh, let me see," because she hates her, but seeing her tits, she might like her.
Sorry to interrupt mid-episode, but Jared's got to move from behind the garage so my wife can park back there.
Oh.
Go park on the side street.
Oh, damn.
We'll hold you down.
You're seeing it live as it
Yeah,
happens.
there's no spots on the front. And
Have you ever
Oh,
seen
these
Sarah
headphones?
Silverman topless?
What?
Have you ever seen Sarah Silverman's titties?
No, but I mean, I guess I'm gonna see them now. But
I mean,
Yeah,
I just
how about Sam just called me? She's like, Maverick screaming. He just threw up all over himself. There's no place to park out front. I'm like, oh my god. She's like, are you recording? I said, yes, we are recording right now, and I'm about to see Sarah Silverman's titties.
I mean, he was saying C's. I'm saying she's got D's. She's a little older and they're a little saggy, but
She's got a fistful. There's some decent titties.
they're real. They're not gonna stand at attention when they're fucking.
Her one areola on this side is a little bit bigger.
Oh, come on, nitpicking. We're just talking about the
100%
size.
nitpicking, but
I think that's
They're not bad.
literally
titties.
that scene. She's actually looking at herself in the mirror and judging if her tits are bigger than the other one and everything like that. I don't know the name of movies, man. Even movies I like, I don't know the names of them.
Because that's the only image we're getting of her.
But there's either a show or a movie or something where she's like full on. She's naked all the time. She's one of those ones. She's happy with her body.
I mean,
Which,
more
good
power
for you.
to
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
what is?
But that's why I was like, I can't believe
what was yours back in the day as a kid? What was your
that when I saw her naked, it was just like bam.
what were the boobies? You're like, I'm gonna pause that and get off to.
I have a different question, but go ahead.
Oh damn! I'm sorry, Colin. I didn't
No,
mean to
you're
get
fine.
to that point.
You're fine.
But
I
what
mean,
was
I am
the,
older, and I loved Deborah Harry. So Videodrome, when I saw her topless, was like, yo, it's Deborah Harry topless.
All right. My question is, what female celebrity do you want to see topless the most that you haven't?
I am human, as all of us are. So pretty much, who is the least likely woman to show us her tits is the one that I would want to see.
Being.
If Jesus was a girl.
That's the weirdest fucking possible answer I could have gotten.
Well, if you're watching Dogma,
If Jesus had a daughter, would he have let her been crucified for our sins?
Listen,
I'm going off on a huge tangent. I know. You just want to know
just
whose
wanted,
titties I was
a
seeing.
general celebrity. It could have been like Rihanna. Like who the
No,
If Jesus' daughter had boobies,
Well,
I'd
we-
want to see them. Like,
in
what the
2023,
fuck kind of
we-
answer is
we
that?
all have the access to the internet that we could see anybody who's ever been topless ever. So
Right.
pretty much, if there's someone who's never been topless, that would be the one that I'd want to see.
I mean, what's
Purely for the fact that it's
what's
just.
her
All right,
nuts
you
is
fucking
fucking
elitist.
I know.
bro.
I'm so,
Like,
I went
Jesus
so weird
Christ.
with the answer,
Just
but
anyone
as
that you
Daenerys
haven't-
Targaryen, like she has some nice boobies.
Yeah, just
I-
anyone that you personally haven't
Julia-
seen topless.
has Julia Louis-Dreyfus ever been topless or anything? I checked that out.
Ooh, yeah, I checked that. That's a good one. See,
you
that's
know-
the answer I was looking for.
But
That's all
isn't-
you had to say.
But do you know how I overanalyze things,
Yeah.
right? And I think she had breast cancer, so that
Do you know
makes
who
things
I
weird about
who
it.
I wanted to see topless
And I don't
then,
have a time machine.
and then found topless once
See
they
them
were
boobies
of
with some
age?
respect, bro. Like,
Christina Applegate when she
Linda
was on.
Blair had some titties.
But now she has that like MS kind of stuff, so she
What?
shakes around and
I don't care about now. I'm talking about
you're talking
like,
about then.
when she was legal.
has
like,
Jennifer
she
Aniston
had
ever
some-
been nude in anything?
I feel like
No.
Jennifer
That's
Aniston is a fucking fox.
Now you're on it. Now you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
Yeah.
Jennifer,
Jennifer
Aniston.
Aniston. She's alluded to being nude in a lot of stuff, but never been nude, I don't think.
She's a fucking fox.
Yeah,
bro.
I feel like she probably has like just
Bang.
perfect everything. Like you're not gonna be like, damn, those are some big tits. They're like perfect, you know, like
I mean, we've seen her on Friends where she's bouncing around with no bra and everything like that.
See, I'm not even like
I didn't say you had to watch it. I'm just saying like.
What's her name from Big Bang Theory too?
Oh yeah. I can't think of her name. I know who you're talking about.
Christina Applegate when she was on Married with Children, but now she's had the radical mastectomy and everything like that. She doesn't actually have titties.
She got them bazangas.
I am a tit over ass man. Any day in his weird.
To quote Seinfeld, I have an ass.
I love titties.
I don't have
I'm
tits.
an ass man for sure.
I mean, I got tits, but I ain't got the tits I want to touch all day.
I love tits, but I'm an ass man at the end of the day.
Rumsky.
Oh, I love titties. They're my favy. That was probably Sam fucking getting.
I thought he was like clapping over the fact.
Getting the children. No, just cracking a can.
He's over here clapping for titty sweat and all that shit. Like all about him. Everything.
I would say Jennifer Aniston. I mean, I've seen J Law's titties before because they're definitely on Twitter. But those are ones I wanted to see.
What are the most coveted titties of all time?
Again, who is somebody that went out of their way never to be nude in something?
I would like to see Billie.
Uma Thurman was naked, right?
I want to see Billie Eilish's bare titties.
Oh, she's got some.
Oh my god.
She got some meat bags, bro.
Oh my god.
She runs around with the t-shirt and no bra too, and it's just
Billie Eilish got some meat bags.
Bro, I would pay ludicrous amounts of dollars. To
see?
All right, what
what
is the amount that you can afford that you would
right
pay?
now? Max out my credit card, all my savings. I'm looking at just under $7,000.
I think I know the answer.
I want to see Rariola, bitch.
I think I got the
Just
realest of the real answers, though. The woman who's never shown her tits, and everybody on this planet wants to see them, bar none. It's Beyonce.
Yeah. I'd rather Billie Eilish.
Who was
But if you could see Beyonce just
Tiffany Amber
If I could see them
Thiessen?
for free and I didn't have to pay
Is
the
that Kelly Kapowski?
there hasn't been a set of tits that have been offered to be shown to me that I've been like, oh.
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
It's the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, God, no,
Is that Kelly Kapowski?
Who?
Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Is that a real name? Oh, from Saved by the Bell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see her titties a lot as a
I feel
kid.
like she must have been in something.
Wait, Tiffany,
Some
what
softcore
character
shit.
Is that? What?
Kelly.
Kelly Kapowski.
Oh, okay. Is that the blonde or
No,
the
No,
brunette.
brunette girl.
The
yeah.
blonde was
not
in that stripper
not
movie.
the I'm so excited.
No, not when she was jacked up off fucking caffeine pills.
That's the same girl though.
I'm so excited.
No, we're
Oh,
talking
the
about
other-
Zach's girlfriend. All right, welcome back to the conversation. We're talking about titties. Your most coveted celebrity titties that have not been shown that you would love to see.
It's a tough one to be on the spot.
They've all been shown though.
We sit now because Beyonce is my biggest answer
Mine's
right now.
Billie Eilish.
Really?
Meat bags, bro.
Oh, someone that you haven't seen though.
Have you seen Billie Eilish Cleveland?
There are lots of tits that you've probably seen that would be better,
Yeah,
but
very
someone that you've never seen that you would like to see.
Billie Eilish is an attractive person.
Oh, yes, she
I feel
is.
sorry for you.
I'm sorry.
There are attractive tits on ugly people walking around all over the place.
Bro,
I haven't seen Billie
honestly-
Eilish in the last
Billie Eilish
3
is hot as
years.
fuck.
If a 6-year-old has a decent rack, I'm gonna look at it.
She is good looking. It depends
Like,
on your definition of
See,
hot,
my
that's
thing is,
all.
I don't like fake tits.
No, they
If I
gotta
know
be
they're fake
real.
tits, I'm skipping that porno.
Has
Instantaneously
Jennifer Lawrence
skipping.
been exposed?
J-Law, you
Yeah.
can find J-Law all over Twitter.
Yeah.
I already talked about that earlier. You can find J-Law's titties everywhere.
Did we say we talked about Jennifer
She's one of those girls that
Jennifer
thinks it's funny
Aniston.
to show her tits to somebody that she's not fucking because it's like, oh, you can't fuck me.
I mean, I've seen Miley Cyrus's. They're not great.
Miley Cyrus has gotten a little hotter over age since her whole twerking phase.
If there's one set of
Right,
fake
now
tits I'd
she's
love to see,
buying her own flowers.
Dolly
She's all
Parton.
right now.
If I could see a fake set of tits and I had to see them, Dolly Parton all day long.
I feel like
You gotta see them.
Do you hear the rumors
They're
that Dolly?
national
Yeah.
treasure.
You hear the rumors that Dolly Parton's got like tattoo sleeves?
No,
And she wears long sleeve shirts or like
I don't buy
nude fake sleeves because she's tatted up.
no, I can't believe that.
There's a rumor.
Why not?
I just can't.
There's definitely a rumor that she's tatted the fuck
But she,
up.
with Dollywood and everything, she's in the public eye so much. and
That's
the
why
warm
she
weather
wears
and everything like that.
she wears long sleeves a lot, bro. Find a
does.
picture without long sleeves.
Yeah, but that's because older women they get. You know how older women.
What-
is.
what-
or
what-
she's tatted the fuck up and doesn't want to be.
What is
true.
Tom Holland's girlfriend's name? Zendaya?
Zendaya.
Yeah,
Ooh,
her.
that's
She's
a
been
good
topless.
answer.
She's in
Yeah.
topless stuff.
Oh, come on! I don't know then.
I've never seen.
They've all
No,
been
no.
exposed.
Not
then.
in Euphoria
I don't know.
yet. It's been hinted towards in Euphoria,
Hold
but
up, bro.
I am
not
pretty sure
exposed.
Zendaya has been topless.
That warrants.
And
Zendaya
even if-
though?
Even if I'm just,
it's literally the
even
only
if I'm
person
just
I
talking
can
about
think
like
that maybe
a
wouldn't
red
have been
carpet dress
exposed.
where her tits were out or
What's
something like
Amy
that.
Amy Jo Johnson? I would love to see her tits because she was
the
the Pink Ranger.
Oh, she
I want to see Tiffany Amber
she
Thiessen,
definitely
Kelly
has nudes
Kapowski. I
out there
want to see her
somewhere.
titties.
They all have nudes out
We
there.
haven't mentioned a woman that I wouldn't perform a breast exam on yet.
All right.
But we're talking about the top tier.
Much to my dismay, I googled Zendaya nudes and I didn't see any.
Well, I said
I don't think they exist.
topless. You say nudes, they're talking about the vajayjay.
Nah,
But
you're
who's
talking
what
about
were you
both.
talking about? Who's the one that's floating around that doesn't exist?
Hmm?
Oh, I thought you were talking about another one
Sean's
that
just
doesn't exist.
meerkatting in confusion.
What you mean?
I don't remember. I don't know what I said, but that happens quite frequently.
Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of like really bad fakes of Zendaya. So
Well, I don't.
Those
mean,
are the worst when her like.
If anything, though,
you ever just search like
I'm sure
celebrity
she's-
titties and there's the worst Photoshop
Hey,
heads.
well,
and
you
fucking
kinda look
porn star
alike.
bodies.
You want to get naked in
Even
camera
if-
for $20?
even if she just wore like a chain link top with no
That
bra
wasn't
on the
real,
red
was it?
carpet or something like that.
was she really was Jules really that? No,
I don't think so.
What?
You didn't watch
Because
Euphoria, did you?
that's a man.
No.
Yeah.
he look like a man.
I don't know that guy.
I'll take Zendaya. Zendaya's a good one.
That's a solid one. Tom Holland ain't letting them bitches leak.
I
He's like,
feel
"Those
like
are
I've
my
seen them though.
titties."
I feel like Tom Holland has.
I feel like I've seen them and that she has those long dark nipples, but I could just be. I mix up reality and fantasy all the time. It's entirely possible.
Long dark nipples. She got them Tootsie Rolls.
That sounds like an album from some of your favorite bands.
Have you ever been with a chick that has just like unnaturally like large nipples?
Like
What do you
just
mean?
the areola? Or you
yeah.
talking about like, or you talking about long, like eraser
actual,
nipples?
I need
like
the brain.
What is that
nipple.
part called?
A nipple.
Is it? Oh, okay.
The nip-
Areola is like the
the
circle
dark
around
circles
it.
So,
around it.
all right.
It doesn't have to be dark.
I thought the nipple was the.
We have
whatever,
such. This
the
is
all-encompassing-
going to be called Titties Galore.
That's the bullseye.
That's the name of the episode. Because I'm perfectly fine talking about
I
titties
mean, yeah,
all
we've never
episode.
had this in-depth of a
Oh,
conversation.
Oga
about titties.
bonga. Oh.
See the thing is that. Oh, unga me play. Are you talking about? Are you talking about the South Park episode?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Ata. That's what they are. Ata. Oh, Ata. See, you know what I'm all right with? And it kind of makes me feel like Stevie Wonder, but I like a little bit of bumps around on my areola.
Oh.
I like the little bumpies because I know there's some milk ducts.
These tits aren't cancer
duds.
enough for me.
Giggling
Not
around.
milk duds.
He's
milk
rounding
ducts.
second pace and he's giggling. You would not believe what your titty just said to me.
My tongue just read your nipple like a record player. I know what you've been through.
When I go counterclockwise, it gets all satanic on me. It's fucking weird.
It's like
I
Denzel
command
Washington.
you in the name of Lucifer to spread the blood of the innocent.
These nipples are far out, lady.
The Book of Titai.
Baby, you so fire with that tongue.
I've seen a lot of different titties in my life. I mean, I've
Same.
seen like the swoopy ones. I've seen the perky ones. I've seen the droopy ones.
You do the loop-de-loop and pull. Now
And
your
your
tits
tits
are
are
looking
looking
cool.
I've seen a lot of different fucking tit shapes.
Over a
in my
bet.
life.
Left
See,
to
like-
right.
But like I just said before, there'll never be a time where you go to see a set and it's like, nah, I'm over this.
See,
That doesn't happen.
it's like just skin and nipple. That's a little weird.
No, that's a dude.
That's like
that
looking
that
like
is
a
guy.
man.
That's a dude or a young woman.
Not necessarily. I mean, there's grown females with.
Yeah.
That is a
No
no thank
titties.
you.
Well, unless Buffalo Bill asks you to see his tits, usually it's like, yeah, I want to see this.
Before or after
I'd
the
fuck me.
lotion.
But no, I need to see her bigger. 1,000%. See her bigger.
That's-
I'm so happy my wife has
They need to
great
jiggle.
breasts. I'm not gonna degrade them. They are fucking
Am I
fantastic.
supposed to be punished because I have great breasts?
I have nipples. Can you milk me, Greg?
What?
How many great
Me
lines in
parents.
movies have been
Ma'am.
because of tits?
Does
So
your
many.
husband have nipples?
How are you now?
We just banged off like 3 or 4 of them without even thinking
What
about
was
it.
the not
Pause.
another teen movie? Who's
Chris Evans.
no? Who's the female in that where the bird lands on her titty and they're fucking perfect?
Oh yeah, they're in like a whole music video.
She,
in
yes,
the middle
my
of the
tits
movie.
are perky. Yes.
Yeah, something
She
like
was
that.
like the
and
foreign
like these
exchange.
little cartoon birds just like come and just like cover like the naughty bits, and they're just like
Naughty bits.
The naughty bits.
I mean, what
What was her name?
They cover the nipples.
No, they you saw her nipples in that movie.
I can't. All I can hear is that "One-Way Ticket to Midnight" song from that old '80s cartoon thing with the tits all over the place. South Park did the joke on it when Kenny was huffing the cat pee. What the hell was that called?
That episode was really
I know what you're
just
talking about.
I know, but it's based off of that movie or whatever, and it's
Do you know what I saw?
all the movie is animated tits.
I saw that as a
animated,
kid,
just
and it's fucking weird. My dad had like VHSs of like Harry Bush porn as a kid, and he had like this one like parody one that had like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs and random ass like cartoon titties, and like that was weird for that.
I remember
time.
seeing a Teen
Pornos were
Titans
lazy
one.
straight out of the gate.
I saw a Teen Titans hentai on Newgrounds growing up. That shit was weird.
Well, octopus porn is always weird.
Yeah.
Tentacles.
Yeah, it is.
The Japanese are just bored.
Sushi is not designed for that. That's just not it.
They are running out of they're
It's especially weird because teen was in the title.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where
What else can we put in a vagina? We've done tentacles. We've done robot arms.
They have a whole section when you go to Japan. The teen section. It's fucking gross over there, man.
If any title of porn says teen in it, I'm skipping it.
There was a joke.
I'm not trying to get somebody knocking on my fucking door saying, "Hey,
I need a disclaimer at the beginning that says everybody's just pretending to be a teenager.
There was a joke in the most recent episode of SNL on the Weekend Report where I forget exactly what it was, but it was like teens. There's a new study out that says teens shouldn't join social media until they're 16, or kids shouldn't join social media until they're 16 years of age. It's like, yeah, I agree. Wait till they're hotter. Or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
And I was like, that's a funny ass joke, but for SNL? That's crazy.
I mean,
They're hoping enough people have turned off their TV at that point.
I guess.
They might be part of the ring too.
I miss Chris Farley.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's when I look at pictures of the cast from like '92 and shit like that.
Oh, I didn't.
Fucking Dana Carvey.
There was not a single. There was like one woman that I recognized in the whole entire cast. Her and like Kenan Thompson, and that was.
Oh,
it.
from now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's nobody left.
Yeah.
They all. They're out of there. They're all doing their own fucking
I'm still
shows.
convinced Kenan Thompson thinks he's still on all that.
You see, he had like a show that lasted like not even a whole season.
Yeah. No.
It was called Kenan, and it was awful.
It was really bad.
It was missing
terrible.
Cal. It was missing Cal.
It was a sheer like, we want to give this guy a show. We have no ideas. What are we gonna do? And they just put him on
exactly.
there. And they just put him in front of a camera and hoped it was gonna work.
Exactly.
It was really bad. Really bad.
That's like shit in your
It
hand.
was
throwing
so
it at the
hollow,
wall.
and you could tell it.
Yep.
Why do you do that to somebody? You set him up to fail.
Good job.
What
Good
did
job, Network.
Proud
TV.
of you.
What did that come out last February?
A while ago. Yeah. Joke clicked.
Sounds like I have a picture of Duvall in my pocket. Don't worry. I can say what I want.
I don't make that many black jokes.
I can say the N-word without recourse.
I make Hispanic bad jokes too.
Oh, do you have pictures of Spanish friends in your wallet?
I will say, I don't think I said it on air, but
I have their business cards.
There's one joke. About,
Not their green cards.
I told you I could say some suspect shit over here.
What were we saying, Colin?
no, I was just gonna say there's one joke about Sean that I didn't say on air, but I think I told you all about it. It's like,
I would love to hear it.
like it's okay that Sean says everything that he says because he's old enough for his parents to be like first generation slave owners.
I was one generation away from getting one.
Damn. I did have.
Missed out.
Said I did have a mammy when I was growing up.
I was this close to not ever having to do my own laundry.
God damn.
Christmas was ruined that year.
This is a big one.
All I got was a bike.
The summer
And I
of
had
20.
to pedal myself.
The summer of 29 was absolute shit.
Sean stopped believing in Santa Claus after that.
1860, my ass.
I hate you guys.
Be honest, you were happy when Lincoln was assassinated, weren't you?
You clap. He said the South will rise again.
He was in the theater.
South will rise again.
Man's called in the hit. What are you talking about?
The play was boring. It was the most interesting thing that happened in that
Dapped up JWB when he left the theater.
Thanks, homie. Thank you.
Again, though, I only get away with so much of this because I know I'm so far on the other end of the spectrum. I know nobody takes me serious.
Or do they?
I marched.
Let's petition to cancel.
I marched. I was there.
Let's petition to cancel Mac.
You stand up for your rights.
Move on out.
Get him.
He's like, you never cancel me because I never existed.
Yeah, I am a white male in America.
This is the Mactastic Voyage, baby.
Louis C.K. is getting work again. I'll be okay.
God, he's not wrong. He's not.
I am as right as anybody's ever going to be on that.
You could jerk off.
Masturbated in front of people, or
You could jerk off in front of a crowd and just
made a
be
couple
okay.
of off-color jokes, literally and figuratively.
He said that he never did it in front of anyone.
All right,
that
I have a stipulation.
Well,
that he didn't ask.
I know.
That's such bullshit.
But
though.
he admitted
That's not a justification.
that
I'm
he
listening.
acknowledged that.
It's not
But
something
it's still so
that,
weird.
I want
It
to
is
hear
weird.
it.
That's what.
You already started.
No offense, all right. I know in two of the situations that a parent is non-present, but if you had a gun to your head,
I'd be nervous.
would you eat out your mom or blow your dad to live?
Ooh.
To live.
Ooh.
That is a stipulation.
I thought this one has always been settled depending on the person's sex.
This is a horrible conversation, and I'm declining to intervene.
You gotta pick one.
It's
I'm
you
not.
go down on your mom so that you're not gay too. That's the only answer. It's the only answer. It's the only answer. You can turn your Rubik's Cube around all day if you want, but it ain't going to be the same color on the same side until you get that answer.
I'm 100% never answering this question.
Well,
We'll die together, brother.
Yeah, you could shoot me.
I guess you got one answer.
You
because
could
I was
shoot
not
me.
answering it either. I was definitely just baiting everybody else.
death.
That's just.
I mean,
But hey, good luck with
but
that,
it's but
Sean.
it's one of those like.
I hope the family reunion's not awkward for
would
you, Bob.
Would you rather?
I'd rather be not gay than die.
it'd be like licking a can of Folgers at this point.
What the
Damn.
She's a
best part of waking up?
Is mom in your mouth?
Oh, no.
she's been a pile of dust for a long time.
One of many reasons I didn't want to have this conversation.
Oh, we didn't want to go down that road.
I didn't want to go down any roads.
Was it cremation?
What kind of travel
Is
is
it like
Yeah.
chocolate?
So it totally works.
Okay, I was gonna say because I don't think her body right
The little
now
crystals were in there and
does.
everything. It was weird.
Is it like chocolate milk mix at this point?
Ovaltine.
Matt Quick.
Drink your Ovaltine, boy.
Protein.
Why are Ovaltine and Bosco around still? Just totally jumping off the topic. But why are they around?
Y'all remember
still?
like Ovaltine commercials?
Yeah, but it's
Never.
Hershey's and Quick is like struggling. Quick is
Or,
like the
like
Kmart
Nesquik.
to Walmart at this point. It's Hershey's chocolate syrup or nothing.
My mom eats fucking Nesquik. Like,
That's
she
weird.
eats it?
so she'll get a cup of milk, right?
Yeah, I didn't even catch that.
And
you
then
caught it.
she'll put in like, here's the cup, right? Here's the amount of fucking Nesquik and then she uses a spoon and she eats the powder out of it. And then at the end she mixes it up and then drinks the
And then
rest.
she coughs and there's a fucking cloud.
she that's literally like since I can remember that's what she's done. And I
That's
guarantee
bizarre.
she still does it to this day.
chocolatey.
That's just a bit too
That's
much.
super weird.
That's a lot.
And
too
also,
much.
do you know what I fucking hate? My mom drank the lemon lime fucking Kool-Aid growing up,
Yeah.
and it always smelled so fucking good. And we were not allowed to drink it in my house. Only my mom was allowed to drink
She
it.
would make Kool-Aid just for herself.
She would make a pitcher for us, but nobody was allowed to drink the green Kool-Aid because it was only for my mom.
That's weird.
How often did you sneak that green
Kool-Aids
Kool-Aid?
are-
So many times.
Kool-Aids
So many.
Kool-Aids have been like, what, like 69 cents?
Bro,
Since,
it
like,
was a rule.
the beginning of
She would
time.
have like 20 fucking packets in the cabinet. and we were not allowed to have any of them. It was a rule, bro.
Your mom's like,
Don't you touch my green.
Fucking
I went out of my way to make yours. You got
green
have
Kool-Aid Hitler Susan. Way to go, Mom.
That's weird.
Yeah.
And now they don't even make it anymore, so you fucked up my whole childhood.
She knew. She was like, I gotta drink all this before it's gone.
Isn't that weird though? Like,
If they drink my Kool-Aid one more time, I'm gonna Jim's Joan this
and
whole
do you know
fucking
what?
family.
Like my mom had like my mom used to have like a whole thermos full of it.
If
And
a
you
time
know what Kool-Aid
traveler
slapped the most?
focused on one thing.
That was the Kool-Aid that slapped them. That was the most like thirst quenching is when you snuck that green Kool-Aid sip from her thermos.
Your mom's
That's the
The
drink that
ill-gotten
slapped
Kool-Aid
the
is the
most.
greatest Kool-Aid.
Your mom straight up laced that Kool-Aid with drugs. That's
Oh, yeah,
why
there was
no
rat
one allowed
poison
to
in there for
touch
sure.
it.
Had Ativan in it.
But now you've developed an immunity to rat poison, and hopefully you've passed that on to your children.
Yeah, she was
I
thinking.
mean,
she was thinking of you.
Munchausen is a monster in itself.
At the end of the day, it was all for your benefit.
I grew up mad about that.
I've never had the sweet taste.
Except when it was like snuck, and it was like the greatest taste in the world.
Now when you open up the cabinet in his kitchen, it's just all the
Oh,
lemonade Kool-Aid poured out on you. Like, why are
I
they
have shit stocked up for years.
Instead of sneaking cigarettes, you snuck Kool-Aid.
No, I definitely stole a lot of cigarettes from my parents back in the day when I started smoking a lot.
My mom caught me stealing a cigarette one time. She got so fucking mad and like personally offended.
But see, the thing is, like, you got a pack of 20.
Offended.
Like, you
Yeah,
know
she's like,
how
you stole
many
from
are in it.
me. I'm your mother.
Oh.
Stole from Go buy your own cigarettes.
I didn't know that you
But-
took
but
it from her
cigarettes
at first. I thought it was just that she saw you smoking one.
No, I took it right.
Newports were like $4.25 when I started smoking.
What a bargain.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was.
now they're like fucking almost $10.
almost 12.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they were like $2.80 something when I first bought a pack.
Why are you talking into the microphone stand?
Because it's depressing to say just the difference in the prices. Inflation is a pure indicator
It
of
is
age
gross.
and all that
Apparently,
So I remember smoking when cigarettes were a nickel.
apparently in New
I
York,
could only fill up gas when the end of my license plate was a certain digit.
I was shooting a story on cigarettes, and like apparently they're like over $20 in New York.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's gross.
It's just
That's
Awful.
also
That would be enough for me to want to quit.
I roll my own, and it cost me $30.
You know what
a
they
month.
do? They come here.
Yeah,
I remember selling
Yep.
cigarettes.
That's
on
100% what they do.
bus.
they've been
Like,
coming here.
a pack of Newports, I could sell.
And I go
like,
to the
2
Indian
for
reservation.
$1
No, I don't.
all day,
I
every
mean, they
day.
don't. They mostly they go to the people in New York and Jersey. They no joke. They go to the Delaware Water Gap. Marshall's Creek has such an influx in cigarette sales. It's ridiculous, and people don't even know where Marshall's Creek is until you need cigarettes.
Do you remember during COVID, with, like the alcohol boom, where Pennsylvania wasn't selling fucking liquor and like
Yeah.
I don't.
people
drink
were
anymore.
making fucking booze runs to New York?
Yep.
Shit was wild.
Oh, I did hear
Because
that.
I definitely cashed in on a few bottles of Crown. I'm not gonna lie.
People were taking
Jersey.
80 and 84 up to Middletown and all that shit and getting all their booze.
Cashing the fuck in. People were going up to like upstate New York,
Yeah,
like
it's
up in
wild.
the country and shit. Like,
That's the closest New York is Middletown, New York. A little bit
dude
before Middletown.
used to
but-
give me receipts, and like there was like a fucking extra like $10 fucking tax on fucking liquor in like New York. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, but I need it because I can't get it here.
I need my crown.
You ever think about how like there were some kids that were like born during COVID, or like were
Like
go-
Max.
or were like going through like their formative years
Max.
during COVID,
Max, 1,000% Max.
and that's gonna be like in a couple of years, like what we're gonna have to like adjust to. I don't know. It's just wild.
like the
Well, I
the
mean,
shit that you think about that we did before COVID that you would never do again in your life. It's like itch your nose after like touching a fucking escalator or like
Consistently sanitize your
It's
hands.
crazy though, because like shit like Zoom is gonna be around forever now.
Do you know what's a
People
wild
just
thing that I
stop
think about
shaking
all the
hands and
time?
stuff, then we'd all be golden.
Eating
But
fucking
we're never going to stop it.
eating finger food at a bowling alley is so absurdly disgusting.
Eating, period.
And
at a
people
bowling
don't
alley.
realize it. Like you got like this fucking bowling ball that's rolling down this fucking lane of wax. You're not washing your hands. How many fucking fingers have violated those holes? And then you're about to eat these fucking cheese sticks at this goddamn concession stand. Or you're eating this pizza for this birthday party and not one of these kids have washed their goddamn hands.
Chacos is
Subpar pizza,
packed
too.
every Thursday night.
But if
Very
you think
subpar
about it, like,
pizza.
it is like And they only sell finger foods.
Yeah.
That's how you build your immune system.
That's how we used to back in the day. Like touching railings. I don't even like touching railings anymore. And I used to love them for the support of getting me up the stairs.
Man has an
But
emotional
now I
support
won't
railing
do it anymore.
Oh,
It's like
railing.
I gotta like. And then I'll go
No,
up
you
the stairs.
Gotta
Yeah,
raw
bro.
dog these stairs.
I ain't touching them.
I don't believe you take the time to just. Okay,
I mean, it doesn't take me that long. It's boom up the stairs.
I thought you were one of those dudes who like carries a handkerchief around with you. Can you just bust one of those?
It's a
out?
paper towel.
Oh.
I blow my nose into paper towel for the day.
You don't have a pocket square in every one of your flannels?
That would be nice, but no, I don't.
It's like half of the aesthetic, and you're missing out on it.
You should make a...
That is not a staple in flannel wearing. Is a handkerchief.
Should be.
You should make
I don't
pocket
keep a blue
squares
flag
out of-
hanging on my backside because that's only on the left side. Because that's the crib side.
Well,
I don't do it. I don't carry on a fucking.
I just
bandana
don't do
all
it,
day.
goddammit.
Right. It's red on the right. You know. You don't do blue on the left. It's red on the right.
we've just introduced gang violence to the show. Good job.
The bees all day. Beat. No.
Jared just went like. You just gave 2 thumbs up.
You cannot even make it because your fingers are too fat. What are you trying to do?
Man gave 2 thumbs up.
Are you trying to do that?
No,
because
I'm
your fingers
doing
are
it.
way too
I'm
fat.
doing it.
It looks
you're
like
not.
a blob.
No, you're not, dude. Your
I don't-
knuckles are closed, bro.
Bee stings! He can't even fucking set trip because he can't even throw up the sides.
Man's gonna get absolutely annihilated by both sides.
I tried so hard and got so far.
Man's gonna walk into the hood playing that fucking
In the end,
playing that emo version of
it
Outkast.
doesn't even matter.
What the fuck is this shit?
They're gonna think you're set trip because you're just throwing up fingers.
He said, "This is all I saw from Jared."
Right.
He said this. This is what I saw. I mean, to be fair, I can't do that shit either.
I could.
I can, but I'm not gonna throw it up on the camera.
I can do it.
I mean,
He's still trying it. It just looks like it looks like you're censoring your own fingers because they're too big. It looks like you're making your own blur with your fingers.
I thought he was trying to open up a crescent thing of rolls popping
like-
in his hands.
He's like,
there.
here's the church, here's the steeple.
my man's
Open
got
it
the
up.
spirit. He's got the spirit. I see where he's coming from, but
He's tried so hard.
It got so far.
In the end, you didn't do shit.
no.
You're set trip. You gotta set trip yourself.
He has beautiful hands and we're all just jealous.
I'm not.
Why the fuck do our fingers go this far apart? Why don't we ask ourselves that? Maybe they're only supposed to go a
Why do
millimeter
my
apart.
hands get so cold in 30-degree weather?
Because you're not holding hands with Jared.
No.
It's like, oh, something was biting my hand. I didn't feel it because it didn't get through the third layer
Oh,
of
no.
thick.
It keeps me warm.
He can't
when
even.
it's
I guarantee he
cold.
can't put my fucking wedding ring in his goddamn pinky.
Probably not.
Damn.
I would put $1,000 on it. Don't.
Here, try mine.
I'm not.
Oh, you're.
What the hell is that?
Ew.
I accept.
Ah,
Yeah.
that one's almost there.
Hey!
Oh, you better get that bitch up.
I'm like a,
Taken, ladies!
I don't even know, like 5.4.
Oh, dude.
I knew that was gonna happen.
You better pull the butter up.
Oh my
It's
god.
okay.
Just
All
the
right.
tip.
Everything's okay.
Oh my god.
Well, I had a question for you guys.
So,
Unless
He was
you
about
want
to
to go
ask you a
first.
question, and you were literally
And he's
about
like,
to
"Well, let
interject
me-
with
let
a
me-"
new one. He's like,
No,
so,
go ahead.
let's change the subject.
Yeah.
Whatever you're about to fucking ask, fuck you. Jesus Christ.
Mine was going to take us on a totally serious rant, though, if he wants to go
Oh,
first.
all right.
No, I accept,
I'm
please.
ready.
That's what I mean. I don't.
Are we talking about boobies again?
Well, no, we're
Steamroll
always
over
on
what
this
I
show. We always preach about second chances for people who have problems and stuff like that. Whether you have mental or drug addictions or anything like that, we're always about that. How far should we be willing to go for people to have a second chance? How much of yourself are you supposed to put on the line for it? Now, I bring this up because I had my own situation this past week.
I'm ready for this story.
I had someone who was a friend.
You tell the story, and then we'll go from there.
I had a friend who, it was the guy I got weed from pretty much a long time ago. One time he went to go get me weed. He disappeared. He told me he got arrested. I felt so bad. Oh, my God. He went to get me weed another time. Disappeared. Turns out he was robbing me. A time in between this, he was selling weed to somebody at a party. I was sitting at the table watching it happen. I watched him sell a bag of weed to somebody, take the money, and then take the bag of weed back when no one was looking.
Damn.
I told them all this happened, and they said that I was the one that stole and held me literally and figuratively in their house and searched me as I told them this kid was leaving their house, getting in a cab, leaving with their fucking shit and everything. But I digress. Now fast forward to at Hot Topic in the mall the other day. This motherfucker sees me and feels that it's okay to say hi to me.
After he's robbed you how many times?
He robbed me at least the 2 times, whatever. He was arrested eventually for robbing a Curry Donuts to feed his $900 a day heroin addiction or some bullshit like that or whatever. Now, I bring up the forgiveness thing because...
That's a lot of heroin in a day.
And he looked like he had gotten his shit together and everything like that. And good for you, dude. But I am not cool with one of the steps when it comes to addiction and alcoholism and all that stuff. The forgiveness stage is fucking bullshit.
Well, it's okay for them to want to forgive you, but that doesn't mean you have to accept the apology.
I don't want them to come near me. I don't think they deserve that. What right does this person who has wronged other people on the planet have to where they think they are important enough to where they deserve to go up to another person and put them through a possibly traumatic experience all over again?
Especially when you're socially awkward to begin with.
I have PTSD from some of the shit that has happened, and I talk about all this stuff all the time. But fuck them and their second chances.
I feel like it depends on the approach. Like, maybe if he had approached you and said, hey, man, listen, I was a big, like,
he
scumbag.
said, hey, if he approached us like,
you know,
hey,
I
do you
really want to apologize for everything.
I was online buying stuff at a store and had my kid with me, and one of the people was telling me about new products and everything.
When you came out of the store, hey, man, do you have a second so we can talk for a minute?
No, he acted like it never even
right,
happened.
like I said, that would be a different approach to it.
And even if that
to the reconciliation,
that doesn't mean that you even have to accept that
apology. You don't have to accept it at that point
and
either.
That's part
but it
of
would
my
be a
problem
better approach.
I feel like
100%.
now with this generation, or not necessarily the people, but the way that people
think that they deserve whatever they want
or that
when they want it.
Somebody should understand that they've been through hell and that I've been through it and come out the other side. And good for you. Go write a fucking book.
Too.
But don't come to me and ask for my goddamn forgiveness. Don't come to me and make me relive something horrible. That is a fucking conceited, and all it's there for is to help that person. It doesn't help anybody else. Nobody. You could say that, you're supposed to be the bigger person, you're supposed to forgive them, and it's going to make you feel better, and you're going to let it go and everything like that. What if I just don't have the capacity to do that?
There are certain people that I know that have wronged me.
Wronged you at some time?
Wronged me in my life that if I see you, it's on sight. I'm knocking you the fuck out.
If I wasn't with my kid, this dude would have been
in
his face, into the shirts at the Hot Topic.
There are 2 people in my life that if my wife or children were with me, I would talk to a stranger and say, this is my wife's number. Please call her. These are my children. I'm about to go to jail.
Yep.
Because I'm fucking that person up on sight, and I swear that on everything that I love, if I saw one of these 2 people, I'm going to fucking jail. Like, there is no forgiveness. There's no reconciliation. Like, there's no, oh, hey, man. Oh, hey, man.
I was going to say,
done.
now imagine one of those people did that to you and everything.
I am going to punch you in your face until you're no longer breathing, and then I'm going to laugh over your flailing corpse.
I've never personally...
There are 2 people in my life, and I will instantaneously kill them.
They're burned.
Person.
I've never personally been wronged by someone to that degree where, like, if I see them, it's on sight. I mean, I could see myself getting to that point if, like, things get, like, if I'm, like, put in a traumatic situation by someone and they try and act like it's all cool, or, like, they, like, hurt me in a deep way, or someone that I care about in a deep way. But, like...
I feel like on-site is a whole different
You've never
beast
given
in
somebody
itself.
a chance on something and then a second chance on it. You've never
I
had somebody.
have. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I mean.
Why
Yeah,
it's on-site.
when you get burned that third time, and that's what happened with me, and that's what he's talking about. And if you've never had somebody who's burned you on that third try, that's why I posted on Facebook. I seriously have the slogan of 1, 2, I'm done with you. There is no third strike shit. You get the one. All right, if I'm stupid enough to give you another shot, great. The second one, now you're fucking
you fucked
dead
up. You're
me.
done.
Like my
You don't exist, and if I see you somewhere, I'm gonna act like I don't know you.
My old friend Jordan he goes by Riverside Gin. He hasn't made music in a while, but I mean, like, we used to be boys. We used to hang out all the time, and like one day he just decided to never contact me again. I would hit him up. He would hit me up almost every day to hang out, and one day he just stopped hitting me up. I would hit him up. No response, nothing. And, like, that got me, in my feelings a little bit. I was just like, what did I do? Like, did I do something wrong? Why does he not want to hang out
Never got a
with me?
reason?
Never got any reason.
That shit, too.
Never got nothing from him. And I'm in a, like, and this kind of goes for everything. Like, it's not a matter of, like, me forgiving him for doing that. It's just kind of me...
Not letting it get to you.
Wanting to close that door and moving forward.
Yeah, and if I see him in public or whatever, I would definitely like say hi. And
but my issue is don't act cordial.
Like, yeah.
What about you, Jared? You got one?
I do actually. There's one person on site. It's done.
Yeah.
It's
with those big ass meat fists.
Yeah, I will.
With those meaty hands, they're going to jail. They're going to the grave.
I will literally break this person on site. They will not be able to walk again. They will not be able to chew again.
And I'm sure everybody that has these people, it's all deserved.
They will just never be able to ever again.
Yeah.
And if they said hi to you at fucking Walmart or whatever like that.
While you're in line with your kid.
Yeah.
My kid would see some violence that day.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
unprovoked violence.
Making a phone call, and then I don't care if my children are there. It's on site.
See, I know we say that, and I've said it too, but like I had to hold. I was burning inside. It literally hurt
on everything that I love,
and I just couldn't see straight. And then I had to like talk it out and everything with my kid even to like explain to her because she saw me get upset, so I had to explain it. That dude is still affecting me because of what he did, and he wanted to try and fucking say hi. Like I just can't.
See, you can't.
People need to just go away.
Like everything was okay.
Like if you know you did me wrong, don't come up to me.
Yeah.
And there's an argument to be made, like, oh, well, if he was in a dark spot and he doesn't remember even doing that to you, then that's horrible too.
But again, there's another thing where it's like, hey man, like, would you mind if we talk for a couple minutes? And if the person says no, cool, you respect that. But if they're like, okay, and then they plead their case, I mean, I don't have to forgive you, but if you need to get it off your chest, cool. I might still knock you the fuck out.
Sean, if you don't mind me asking, I don't know if I like caught up on it from what you said, but like, how did you like handle him like coming up to you? Like
in the store?
Yeah, like what did you do?
No joke, I was caught between my kid saying something, the one woman working there, me and her both like AEW wrestling. She's telling me about new AEW t-shirts on the website and everything. And I feel so bad. When I see her next, I'm going to apologize because I know I blew her off and everything. Because he, in the middle of all this, was just like, hey, Sean. And at first, I thought it was somebody else. Where I was just like, oh, hi. And then I went back, and then I turned back and I fucking grilled him. Just like, the fuck? Yeah, and then I'm like, oh, yeah. And then he stood there the whole time till I finished my fucking transaction.
Damn.
Then at the very last second before I turned, he walked to the door, and then he looked left, looked right, which way he was going to go. He went right. I had to go left. So I decided to be the bigger person and not go that way. To me, that's your forgiveness that you get from me.
That
I was the bigger person. I didn't blow up. I didn't fucking follow you to your car and break your fucking window. But people want to come to you, and they think that there's something that they got to do, that they got to go talk to this person. And
they come up to me, I'm fucking dog walking you. Like, you're getting the 1-2.
Don't come near. Like, I've had people
fucking dog walk.
It's common knowledge that, like, my ex cheated on me all the time, my ex-wife, and that guy, I know a couple of guys that were ones, if they ever came up to me one day and just decided to have a fuck, what's going on, dude? Long time no see.
Right on.
Yeah. Like,
we're not fucking buddies. Like, we're not fucking vagina bros because of that shit or whatever like that. Like, no, that's not how that works. Yeah,
the EBDBB&B.
That's not how that is.
Like, if I knew,
hey, thanks for taking advantage of my hospitality and fucking my wife.
People just got caught up in their own feelings nowadays to where they think they deserve the opportunity to go say they're sorry for stuff. And people don't deserve. There is no deserved right to go say I'm sorry for something. Sometimes you just got to be like, I fucked up. I got to take this to my grave and feel bad about it. If you're a good person.
It might be in there.
If you're a shitty person, you got to feel bad about it.
Oh, well, Jesus says I need to do this. Cool, that's what your God says to do, but my God says I'm gonna kill you if you come in any closer.
You gotta respect my shit, and I don't gotta respect your shit. Like that's how that shit is.
So on it's like the other side of that coin.
The thing is, there's zero respect, so I don't need to respect what you're doing.
On the other side of that coin,
yeah. Let me find your coin.
As somebody, in a past life, I have wronged some individuals.
As have I, and I'd love to apologize.
I think we all have.
There are certain instances where, like, if I ever just ran into them on the street, I would make an attempt to try and not make it right, because you can't make it right. There's nothing you could do on this earth that can make what you ever did right, but just to kind of bury that hatchet, say your piece, and then just move on.
One of mine was there was a kid in high school that had elongated breasts as a man, and I called him bitch tits, and I think he almost offed himself for that. And then he said something about not being happy with his life on Facebook the one day, and I actually reached out to him to check in on him. He's like, do you know the irony of my bully in high school reaching out to me when I want to fucking end myself is so fucking weird. I was like,
you Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Definitely Billy Madison.
Man, Steve Buscemi.
Man, I'm glad I called that guy.
But it's like, damn, like,
that's crazy.
Honestly, in my brain, like, I was just looking out for a dude that looked like he needed help, and like, in my brain, I forgot that I even said that shit to him back in the day.
Because we don't even realize the words we use.
Fucked.
I was the introverted kid. I might have shadow bullied some kids, but that might be about it. Everyone has that weird kid that they talk shit
There's
about.
a saying.
There's a you. Yeah.
The axe forgets, but the tree remembers.
Well, I'm definitely the tree. I believe the Libra thing where we remember everything. We definitely don't forget.
Oh my God! Sit your fucking horoscope ass down.
It's one of the few things I stick with.
Shut up!
But to his thing,
shut up!
If I were to come across somebody,
my moon sign is my moon. Look at my butthole. This is my sign.
If I came across somebody that I wronged and I wanted to make it right, you know how I would make it right? I stare at the fucking ground and act like an ant, because that's what I was. That's me. That's just me. I'm not saying everybody else got to do it.
Strong, bro.
But that's what it is. If I fucked you
over
50
times their weight,
and I got to walk by you, then I got to look at the ground, then I'm a cockroach or whatever it was. But I'm a piece of shit.
They're also very resilient.
You'll survive a nuclear holocaust.
And then if I'm lucky enough, maybe the person will have seen that and then reach out and say, hey, I realized da-da-da-da. Or if I have the balls to reach out and say something like, man, I really want to apologize. But anything I've ever done to wrong somebody, and if they don't like me for it, I deserve it. And I don't deserve forgiveness for it.
I've tried to live my life with zero confrontation, so these situations don't arise for me.
Right. I try not to have confrontation, but sometimes it fucking happens.
Dude, all I was doing was buying my shit at Hot Topic, and this repeat offender comes up to me and says my name. Like, that's all that happened to me.
And I mean, like...
It's always happens to me,
like,
man. I always have weird
get
shit.
You into those positions.
Always happens to me.
Yeah.
I'm just that fucking lucky.
I hate when you get stuck.
I used to be that way, where I would avoid all confrontation and everything like that, but eventually the world you can't.
No, it's inevitable.
It's like an origin story for a superhero. Like, not anymore.
I am inevitable.
Yeah, I mean,
we should get the finger snap from Thanos that he's inevitable. It's gonna fucking happen.
I get, like, maybe to answer your original question, however long ago. I mean, like, it would have to be something that traumatized me or traumatized someone I knew for me to, like, not let it go. Cause, like,
all right, if we're secret time, I'm sorry for shitting in your washer at Misericordia because someone was in the bathroom.
I remember.
I had to go.
I thought he was talking to you.
Sorry.
He's looking right at you.
I was looking at the camera.
You shit in my dude's washer? Like, what?
I definitely shit in somebody's washer.
No, he stole my Bionicles, though.
I did. I stole his Bionicle masks. Not the whole figures, just the masks.
Oh, just the good part.
The good part! Yeah!
I didn't eat all your pistachios. I left you the shells. Like, what the heck?
I forgave him.
It was only 3 of them. They were very rare, but it was only 3.
That was something we
How
could
very
come back-
benevolent of you.
We could come back from that.
Yeah, that's a comeback story for sure.
But Jared used to get a lot of toys when he was a kid.
I was very
A
spoiled.
lot of Pokemon cards and a lot of toys. So, in my mind, I was like,
Share the
He's
wealth.
not
Poor.
gonna-
He's not gonna
gonna
miss these.
it.
I've been
and
there.
he didn't even know I took them.
How many people out there watching have taken somebody from somebody going, they're not going to miss this? It's a non-justifiable crime, but I
I
mean,
almost did.
it's as justifiable as it gets.
My dad's girlfriend at the time, I was staying over her house, and like she lived with a couple roommates, and fucking they had a copy of Grand Theft Auto Vice City on the shelf, and I was like,
They don't look like they played
I was
this.
like, let me take this. So I took it. I took the case, took the disc out of the thing, and like I was waiting around for my dad to tell me it was time to go because I was still like young enough for him to be driving me around, and like I like. In my heart of hearts, I was like, nah, I don't want to take it. And I ended up putting it back. I was like, I don't want to do it.
Can't do it.
I don't want it to be traced back to me.
I once took a pair of Scarecrow sunglasses. It was the Scarecrow from Return to Oz, if you've ever seen that one. It was really good. I took them
Is
from
that the one with Michael Jackson?
No, it's the one...
Oh, no, that's The Wiz. Never mind.
I'm completely...
Close
Beat
enough.
it!
Black History
The
Month.
Craft. Who's the main girl in The Craft? When she was a little girl, she played Dorothy, and she was...
I thought it was
it's with the couch
I
that
am
flies.
the
You've ever seen that one?
sun.
No.
Nobody?
I am
Well, I
here.
digress. I took the
Or is
sunglasses,
that Charms?
and then when I left the house, I actually said to my mom, "Hey, Mom, look what I took." And she turned us around, and she made me go back.
What
and
a
get it.
cunt.
Yeah.
No, I was talking about you stealing it.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
I know. They didn't even know they were gone. I know we were only gone for like 5-10 minutes, but that's my case.
What is that? The Smiths that did the Charm theme song that I was just singing?
When I was with my ex,
Charm theme song?
In the air.
Charmed was that's ooh,
I am human.
that was a show. How jealous were you of that dude hanging out with those bitches?
Oh, what's her name? Piper? She was a bad bitch.
Goodbye story.
Which Alyssa Milano is the one.
Oh, did we see her titties?
Yes.
We
Yes.
did.
Yep.
What was it? What,
She did topless stuff right after Perfect.
Sean saw it.
not the
Who's the boss? She did it
not
after
not
Who's
the
Boss.
not the Asian looking one. What was her name?
The Asian one.
there was an Asian.
Maybe
one?
Filipino.
Rose McGowan.
Maybe she looked a little Filipino. What were the Charm sisters?
Oh, the
names?
one who had the cooler power, where she just kind of froze everything all the time. She didn't. I don't know.
Not
her name was.
Phoebe.
She was the least popular one. I know what you're talking about.
Well, one quit
I
the
wanna
show
see her
and then
titties.
was
Hey guys,
replaced
you're
by
not
the
interested in
redhead.
this charmed conversation we're having?
I am the sun.
Pretty dated.
Zero interest.
You never watched Charms? Charm was flames.
We were
back
talking
in the
about
day.
titties before. That show was titties.
I kind of want to find it on a streaming service and watch it from episode 1 now.
It's on
to be
every day on
completely honest.
TBS or TNT
I
or
could
whatever.
start watching that H2O show, like with the Australian fucking mermaids.
That sounds more interesting.
Yeah.
Australian mermaids?
They're like a bunch.
Hey, mate, why you swim past me like that?
Look at me flipper!
Hey,
That's literally
Hey,
where. That's literally
you
where.
cheeky cunt!
That's,
Paul Hogan with fins.
that's literally where the Ornor meme came from.
Oh, no.
Ornor, Clear.
some
Emma.
Bobby.
You call that a knife?
You cheeky cunt.
No, they were like.
Knife.
It was like a bunch of Australian teenage girls, and if they touched water, they turned into mermaids.
That's an awful
Oh.
superpower.
Yeah.
What was that Tom Hanks movie?
I was gonna say that was Splash.
Splash. That's what it was.
Nah, bro, that's H2O.
No, it was Splash.
Clear.
Oh,
Ornor, Emma.
I can't. TV is.
What was? Wasn't he in
So
another
done.
one with a weird fucking thing? Wasn't he a mannequin too? No, who was in Mannequin?
No, you're thinking of yeah, it's Mannequin, but that wasn't Tom Hanks.
What's the
Matthew
name of the movie
McConaughey.
where like
Tom Hanks was in Splash though, wasn't
I
he?
think you're mixing up Mannequin and Toy.
toy?
No,
that the name of the
Not Toy.
Mannequin is the
Big.
No, I'm not talking about. No, I'm not talking about Big. I'm talking about the one where the mannequin comes to life.
That's Mannequin.
Right. And who was in that?
80s actors that nobody ever heard of.
What's
after
the
those
movie
movies.
though where like
And then you had the one with the
I
fucking
feel your
mermaid
pain.
in the bathtub.
That was Mermaid in the Bathtub.
Yeah, remember
That
when
was the Cher movie where
Switching
she,
to Channel 2.
Oh.
I was just what's the name of that movie where the dude's like dating a mannequin but he like thinks it's real and all his friends are like no it's a mannequin.
Mannequin.
the name of the movie is Mannequin.
It can't just be mannequin.
That was
It
the
really
80s
is.
too. And you know what the
name of
sequel was
movie is
called?
Mannequin.
Brrr, Mannequin 2. They were so bad, dude. They were really bad.
It was Mannequin.
I thought it was called something else.
Do you know what? Another one?
My latest Google search is Zendaya topless, by the way.
You know the cream
That
dream?
gets you points.
Weird science. Weird science, bro. Imagine being able to do that back in the day. Just creating a fuck butt.
I'm just imagining. I can never remember her name, but the woman in Weird Science
too far.
When she's wearing them Calvin Klein
Now
panties.
fuck butts are real.
Yo, the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix, great fucking film.
All right, real quick. Who's in the cast of Mannequin?
Hang on.
Black Snake Moan, Christina Ricci going all sex wild for a little bit. I don't know why that just popped in my head. But...
Kim Cattrall, Andrew McCarthy.
The Spank Bank is
Oh, Kim Cattrall is in Mannequin.
All right, what about Splash?
But she really didn't do anything else until Sex and the City.
No.
Is the character's name Splash?
No.
The movie is Splash.
It's with Tom Hanks, John Candy, and...
Is it Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Who's the mermaid?
Eugene,
Daryl Hannah, Tom Hanks, John Candy.
Eugene Levy.
Yes, Ron Howard, Dottie Goodman.
You're so proud
Howard
of all these names.
Well, everybody knows Eugene Levy from fucking the Pie movie.
Nobody knows Eugene Levy.
Clint,
Yes, you do. He's the father from fucking
American
American
Pie.
Pie.
Clint
And
Howard,
his son
the
is his son is
Oh,
fucking
Up Schitt's Creek is everybody knows him
the
from. too.
ugly ass
Schitt's
guy
Creek,
from
yeah.
fucking Waterboy.
Oh God, Clint Howard's ugly ass.
Oh my god.
Never has there been a man who got off on his brother's achievements more than Clint Howard.
Sean, where can we find you?
You can find me all over
Sounds
the
so
goddamn
weird
place,
when
but-
Duvy's not there.
Yeah, I was confused by it. Like we missed somebody, and no, we didn't. You can find me on Facebook, Sean McKay.
You have to promote the whole SSP page too,
SSP.
so I can point here.
Oh, click and subscribe and Super Smash Productions.
Super Smash Productions on TikTok, Instagram.
Lars and the Real Girl is the movie I was thinking of.
Oh,
I don't know.
never heard of it.
Well, never mind.
But you can't find me on there. But you can find yeah, TikTok, Deadcrawler84, Instagram, all those jazz. How about you, Sizzle?
You can find me at Colin Elganitis on Facebook, Elgo_VO on Instagram and TikTok. I have a weird Twitter. Don't even bother trying to follow it.
You could find me at Jared Kramer on Facebook.com. You could also you could also look forward to Super Smash Plays coming
soon, coming very soon,
earlier March.
His OnlyFans page.
It's
where
probably
he,
coming next.
where
at
he
this point. By
mashes
the time this
eggs
episode drops.
and flowers and pumpkins with his hands. It's gonna be
Oh
wild.
my god! We could probably get an OnlyFans for
Look
this.
forward
I
to
was
my
half
only
joking,
hands.
Y'all remember
Only hands.
Y'all remember Hulk hands? Look
Good
up.
night, everybody.
That's it for us.
We just need to mold Jared's hands, and I'll put them on my kids' hands, and we'll just turn them green.
Call them Jared hands.
Only hands.
Oh my God, we're selling Hulk hands, but they're gonna be Jared hands.
Molded. We're gonna have koozies.
You can figure
And it's
8
just-
girls at the same time.
It's just Jared's hand holding your koozie, and you can put your hand
Patent
into
pending, copyright, all of the things that need to be said
Jared-
legally.
Want my hand?
Only
Yes.
hands.
Fund a 3D printer for us, please.
And me, Crash_concoctions on Instagram. I haven't posted there in 4 fucking years, so don't go there. This art ain't free. I mean, I still won't draw your tattoos. Go fuck yourself. Don't gorilla grip in front of my face. I love you guys,
That
and
shit was free.
stay on the lookout for Only Hands. I'm out.
Subscribe with them fingers.
Oh, go ahead, put your big hand out.